Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. We're still updating you on what's going on in PDP Rivers State right now. Chukwuemeka Aaron, who is the factional leader of the party, chairman of the party in Rivers State, loyal to Wike, has come out to speak concerning the situation of things in PDP right now. Don't forget that right now there are two factions, the Chukwuemeka-led faction and also the Robinson Aaron faction. But right now, Chukwuemeka seems to be begging Fubara because already he's tired of what is going on in Rivers State. You get to hear his position right away, and we'll back me and Michael to talk more on what should be the situation like based on the extent to which he's begging for.
This morning, I didn't defeat that we will address a press conference to the whole world so that they will be aware of what we are doing in PDP River State. Some people are trying to misinform the public, and I want to say that here we are today is the State Secretariat of People's Democratic Party River State. Heavily led by my humble self, Chukwuemeka Aaron, as the state chairman of this party. I was duly elected. All the ESCOs that were elected with me are here seated. All the local government ESCOs are here seated. All the ward ESCOs are here seated. We started as caretaker committee of our great party, and we were saddled with the responsibility of conducting a fresh election to usher in a duly elected state, local government and ward executives in various levels. And that mandate that was given to me and the caretaker members of our great party then, we were saddled with the responsibility of selling forms to party members that were interested to run the election, and which we did. Those who were interested to run that election bought forms from the state secretariat here, and the national secretariat also made it known to the whole nation that forms will only be sold at the state party secretariat and not at the national secretariat. So we were directed to sell forms to those who are interested to vie for positions at various levels, which we did. We never denied any person any form. No person paid to this state secretariat that was not given form to run the election. Those that contested for that election were those who bought forms, and they were also screened and they were voted for on the day of elections. We started with the world congresses. We went to the local government congresses and then that of the state. We were all duly elected. That election was monitored by ANEC and security agencies. We were all sworn in on the 31st of October 2024. And we started to function as the state executives, local government executives, and the world executives. And in this party, the national working committee of our great party, ably led by the acting national chairman, Ambassador Damagu, we were also instructed that they wrote letters to us that in every litigation that comes to every state chapter, that it must be handled by the state legal advisors of that chapter. We had a letter to that was given to us at the National Secretariat, the whole 36 states of the Federation of PDP. And by my seated at my left hand is the state legal advisor of our great party, Chief Barrister Kingsley Chukwu SAN. In all matters that concern the state PDP, he as the legal advisor, either he represents the party or he nominates through me who represent this party in legal matters. Why I brought you today as members of our great party is to let you know of the judgment, court judgment that they got on 13th of January 2025. We were not party to that suit. I, as the state chairman, and my ESCO, we were not party to that suit. We were not sued, but they got judgment. Who represented them on that suit, we are not aware. And that judgment, from all indication, was not executory. The legal advisor will speak on that. If that judgment was executory, where they will execute is the National Secretariat, where they got people who represented them. But as I speak, we are not involved in that court judgment. So, I want to tell you people, as my ESCOs, that you should remain calm. Our law is here to address us on the steps we are taking to ensure that justice is done. We were duly elected. With me here is the letter from the National Secretariat. After our election, after we were sworn in, this was later written to INEC, notifying them of the state executive, the local government executive, and the World Exco. This letter is with the REC, it's also with the INEC National Resident Commissioner. As people who were duly elected, we followed the due processes, we sold forms, we bought forms, and we were screened, and the panel that came to conduct this election came from the National Party Secretariat, and we were duly elected and sworn in. So fear not, for God is with us. Those that bought forms from this secretariat, these are the names of the aspirants that bought forms and that were duly elected for that election, and they were the people that won for the election. So for you, I want to tell you to remain calm. But one thing I want to say here is that the governor of this state, we all campaigned for him, we all voted for him, and we have been very supportive to him. Let him see that there is peace in River State. Because for what is happening in the state, it means he's trying to form a problem for this party. Those of them that are claiming to be party members, none of them can speak of PDP more than I, Aaron Chukwemeka, because I have labored for this party. I don't belong to any other party than PDP. The people calling names that these people are, I've never become from PDP since 1999. I have served this party in different capacities. I've served as this LGA party secretary for 8 years. I've served as the party chairman for 12 years. I've served as the deputy state chairman for 4 years. And presently, I'm the state chairman of PDP. Those of them that are fomenting problems, saying that this person is in this party, they are the people that I will call APP party. The government said it's in PDP. All those who ran a purported local government election, if you tell them in the APP. So if they are PDP, this office was functioning, they didn't come here, they went and ran election in APP, and today the purported chairman, he has APP members. So who is more PDP than I do? The same people that are saying that they want to be caretaker members of the party. When we have done election, people were elected, and he said you want to be caretaker. You took form in APP, you ran election in APP. Yesterday I saw some of them, they are council chairman of APP. So how can you be in APP and be in PDP? What we call it is anti-party. But I, Aaron Chukwemeka, the state chairman of this party, I'm in PDP. All my ESCO were PDP. So why I call this press conference this morning is to tell you that you should remain calm. And also to tell the governor to allow peace to reign in the state. We cannot continue every day one litigation or the other. This is a matter, when they file this matter in court, we are not aware. And then all other matters, the same matter, I'm not a lawyer, but it's an abuse of court processes. A matter will be in this court, the same chief judge will attend to the other person, the same matter that is under appeal, you will attend to other judges. What are we trying to achieve? Every day, River State, one matter or the other. And people will not listen and look at the merit of issues. All we hear, kangaroo judgment, kangaroo orders, every day coming up and down. I want to say that we need peace in River State. Let the governor, he is the governor. Nobody is not a contention. We campaign for him, we voted for him. We need peace. Let him allow us to be. Now he has started galvanizing people to run a parallel PDP. We cannot accept it. It's not acceptable because we were elected, duly elected, and we cannot parade any other ESCO. We cannot put our hands. And that is why we want the security agencies to take note that we are peace and law-abiding citizens. And that is why we call today that we need peace. We don't want anything that will give River State a bad name. We don't have problem in PDP. PDP is under my leadership as the state chairman of the party, and let no person, because what God has written, let no man put us under to it. I didn't love it to be state chairman of PDP. I never did. For those of them that are going up and down, doing press conferences, they are the caretaker chairman of PDP. How can you have a caretaker when there is a substantive elected chairman of party? So I want to beg all of you to be calm. Our legal advisor will tell us more on legal issues as the way forward and the level we are taking since this court judgment came up on 13th. This service, we are taking possession, we cannot live here. We cannot live here. Whatever judgment they have gotten, we are going to appeal it. Our lawyers are in that. Yesterday is here to tell you on that. We want to follow the due process. and to ensure that there is peace and order in River State. So all I want to beg all of you, let no person fight. Let us remain calm. At the end of the day, we are going to achieve it. Because God has put us into this position. No man can remove us. No man, no man. I want to assure you that. Forget what they are hearing. The people that you see talking, they are not members of PDP. They are here PDP. The people I saw their faces talking about PDP, calling me APC, are people who run election in APP. So can you be in another party as a chairman of council, as they said, and you are talking about PDP? So obviously no. So many of them said they ran election, the kangaroo election they did. They never have campaigned anywhere. And they are now talking about PDP. I don't know, people, they don't have shame. I've never left PDP since 1999. I'm still in PDP. How will I leave PDP when I'm the chairman? So for party chairman, for all the experts that are here, please let us remain calm. At the end of the day, victory will be ours. Thank you and God bless.
All right, welcome back. We've heard so much from Chukwuemeka Aaron talking about the fact that he is the legitimate guy. But interestingly, he's suing for peace, begging for peace. And interestingly, he has also made Nigerians to know that Fubara is the number one man, though not the party leader. My colleagues in the House. What's your standpoint on everything I said?
Well, I just noticed that he is talking, but he's not hitting the nail on the head. He talked about the fact that there was elections held, INEC supervised it. He talked about the fact that he has been more PDP than any other person. He talked about the fact that Fubara, hosted his people in APP. That most definitely the people he's bringing in are not PDP members, but APP, pretending to be PDP. He talked about the fact that when it comes to the issue of people who are being dedicated to the party, he has been dedicated to the party. And why would he want to leave the party? He talked about a lot of things, but what he never talked about was the fact that there was a court injunction ordering them never to hold any Congress. They went ahead, disobeyed court order, and held it. He pretended as if he didn't hear that part. And he talked again about the issue of the fact that he was duly elected, that these people that are coming are just forming caretaker committee. And I wondered, when a court told you not to hold election, that the instruction was, now if these other people's tenure elapses, you can create an committee on acting capacity, pending on when the election will take place. But according to them, that's according to the acting chairman of PDP, fashion acting chairman of PDP. I'm talking about Robinson. He said that Wike single-handedly, went contrary to the agreement, went contrary to the constitution, and handpicked his own people he believed were actually coming from APC. And now he took time to explain all of this. Now, with all of this contradicting view, you can't say that two wrongs can't make a right. If there was a court order that says, do not hold any Congress, and you went ahead and held it, whether you look good, you cannot build something on nothing.
False foundation. Exactly.
Unfortunately, it becomes a faulty foundation, and you cannot begin to lay claim on it. If you knew you wanted to do the right thing, you would have followed due diligence. When they say hot, when the right time comes, then you now hold the Congress. Exactly. Nothing would have stopped you. Exactly. But in holding Congress on nothing, and you expect others to look at it, now the others are saying, based on what we have and court order, this Congress is null and void. Now we are now creating a critical committee that will bet the original state executive. So whatever,
because they are non-existent right now. They are non-existent.
But he's even claiming that if they're to go by the legal processes, that they were not joining the suit. They just woke up one morning and they got.
But guess what? What do you expect? You understand? I feel that the judge would have pointed out. Because if you are not part of the suit, then who were the ones that were in charge of the whole thing?
I have seen situation where when if they don't want to join you in court, they will evade you. They will do everything to serve you notice. They will dodge.
You understand?
And when they come, they will deny ever being served.
Sure, exactly.
But there was a time they tried to serve Wike during that special panel, judicial panel in River State. Tried to serve Wike, they couldn't serve Wike. They published it on national dailies, published it on social media that they invited Wike. And Wike had to say, well, I did not get anything. Say, well, in as much as you have media aid and you have a social...
will prove non-availability.
That's exactly what I'm perceiving the likes of Emeka Aaron is doing right now, saying that we didn't join. You don't need to join. In as much as the jurisdiction and that court took place in Rivers State, I don't see any reason why they won't serve you.
Of course.
Because you are, in fact, you are the principal person in the whole matter. But, he can keep, insisting that he didn't see it and all that. They are word against theirs. But whatever the case is, be that judgment has come out, you can go ahead and appeal it. But for the time being, everybody, like he has said, everybody please halt.
Yes, exactly.
But, just to tell you that he's not truly a troublesome person, the situation that brought him out is not saying, Fubara, we know that you're an executive man. We know that you're a governor. We're not saying you're not a governor. But don't forget that we canvas vote for you now, that we're using emotions now.
Yeah.
To tell him, say, whatever hardness you are doing, no forget, say now we rally around vote you.
All right. Now, what's your fear? Do you have any fears about PDP and APC? Because right now, there's a lot of court issues hanging everywhere. And unfortunately, from Wike's the faction, they're not ready to give in. From Tony Okocha's faction also, they are not ready. Don't forget that Wike is now the boss of this APC and PDP. You understand? So none of them are ready. So I think that his original intention, Wike's intention, is to bring out one person, maybe from PDP, and will tell APC to calm down. Or if PDP is still having issues and APC has recovered, he will bring someone there, and then we'll see how they can fight against Fubara. But right now, looking at the situation, are there some fears, and is there a future in PDP? Because for me, I think that they have a long way to go.
I feel this game is now being played by Fubara. Fubara is now the one champion in this game. Before now, it was actually Wike. And I can tell you for free, thumbs up to Fubara. He learned from a veteran. He's an A student. He learned very quickly and very fast. And the fact that he brought A-list politicians who are playing this game with him. Now, this is the same game. This is exactly the same game Wike played in 2015. APC 2019. APC were still in court till election finished.
Exactly.
Each faction, all in it, for them, let them be going to court. Now, Fubara knows that if you allow APC to be, Wike is going to feed his candidate.
Exactly.
And it's claiming that PDP is a structure. Maybe it is when the Rivers PDP is strong. That is when your structure is strong.
Mm-hmm.
So go to the two parties. This is now the leader by default of the two.
Of course, he is the leader. Yes.
Now, Tony Okocha is his own.
Yes.
Let's tell ourselves the truth. Let's forget trying to be political here. Tony Okocha is Wike's man.
Of course.
Emeka Beke by default is Fubara's man.
Yes.
So we'll be dragging ourselves. Now, Emeka Beke is loyal to Amechi. Amechi is quietly but subtly supporting Fubara, even though he has not said anything to that effect. His silence is golden.
Yes.
Now, in APC, in PDP here, Wike is holding sway. They need to give him another counter so that he doesn't begin to think PDP belongs to him.
Yes.
Hence, this Robinson Network coming in. Now, if you claim that these are the legitimate guys, we are saying that they are not legitimate. So we begin to do the thing.
There's a court order to that effect.
Of which they are following up.
Exactly.
They will follow up to 2027. Now, it's not left for Fubara now to take his time, not be in a hurry.
And make it short.
When the right time is, APC and PDP in Rivers is gone.
Yes.
Both of them will sleep in court in 2027. It's not Fubara that is the chief security officer. We will run this case. It's jurisdiction. It's Rivers State we are going to run it. We are not going anywhere. Rivers, appeal is Rivers. It's a Rivers matter. All appellant and they're all in Rivers. We'll run it here. We're not going to a city. And Wike knows that.
Yes.
And for that reason, all Fubara needs to do, that minute to the time, just put through any of those normal parties. So before, you can't feed anyone. So the only thing that Wike will do as a veteran is say, let me see where he's going to. Because he know, yes. He will now wait for him. I know that you have destroyed these two. You are going somewhere and I'll wait for you there. As soon as he will put his boys there. Go there now. Do you understand? So it's going to be a very interesting one.
No, I think that being a veteran also, Wike being a veteran, he has Fubara to contend with, because Fubara is not just standing or sitting on the fence. He has power in his hands and he can do anything.